Hello, it's James here from Let's Talk Retro, and today we've got a special video for you. It's a tour of a game shop I've recently visited. It's up in York, called Sore Thumb Retro Games, and I'm going to give you a tour of the store now. So come join me. Okay, so here we are inside Sore Thumb Retro Games, and on the left hand side as you go in there's loads of box Super Nintendo games and N64 all next to each other. At the top there's the box titles, and down below on the shelf you've got games that are just loose. There's loads of NES stuff there as well, some consoles, Orange GameCube, some Action Replay stuff, and here's some of the N64 box games. Right, over to the other side of the shop now, by the entrance. So we've got a stormtrooper stood there guarding the shop, and here we go into some Sega stuff. So it's like the room split between Sega and Nintendo. It's Master System, Saturn, Mega Drive, and some Genesis stuff. And consoles up the top. There's some Sega bead art as well as some Atari consoles. There's a Dreamcast fishing rod. Some loose consoles and some Atari and Game Gear games. Each individually wrapped in protective packaging and got the prices on ready, so you don't have to go and ask. Okay, now on to some loose Atari 2600 games. Bit of a selection here, all sorts of stuff. And next to that we've got some Jaguar games, car only, Wolfenstein, Cannon Fodder, and some 32X games as well. There they go, right at the back, Doom. And Mega CD. So yeah, good prices on these. And now some Master System games, all loose, individually wrapped though. It's just me having a flick through, see what's there, while trying to hold the camera steady as well at the same time. Sonic, Double Dragon, Afterburner, Outrun, Wonder Boy, Paperboy, Double Dragon, Alien 3. Right, now we're going to have a flick through some of the Mega Drive games. As you can see, there's so many to choose from, and they're all quite tightly packed in. You just got to go through and hopefully find that gem you're looking for. And up here we've got some more box games. All kinds of Sonic. Pete Sampras, you've got to have that. Streets of Rage, Streets of Rage 2. So they all seem to be sorted in alphabetical order, which is pretty good and must have took some work. There's lots more than just retro video games in this shop. There's loads of toys as well, and some unique items there from Japan. Loads of different collectibles. Grandstand electronic game. And a Spectrum Plus 2. And Spectrum light gun just above it. And next thing we can see is a Vectrix. And below that in a cabinet is the Panasonic Q. And this is quite a find. You don't get to see these every day. It's a Panasonic GameCube. Plays DVDs as well, so it's a DVD player as well as a game player. You get your controller with it as well as a remote. And this one was nicely wrapped up to protect it because they are a collector's item. As you can see, it's got a nice little LCD display that lights up at the top, and also the controller ports down below. They light up a nice coloured blue when the unit's switched on. Also some memory slots as well for your memory cards. So posted a picture later that day of the find in the Sore Thumb game shop, and quite a few people liked it. And yeah, you don't get to see one of these every day, but it's good stuff. Don't forget, we are on Instagram and we love it, so if you want to come join us, give us a follow, we would appreciate it. Right, so let's see what else we've got here. Some Intellivision stuff, Philips video pack, some Atari goodness, Box Jaguar, there's a gold PlayStation, I've not seen one of those before, some Star Wars games, and some Neo Geo, and a little section devoted to Final Fantasy. All sorts in there. There's a little Resident Evil section as well. They've got Resident Evil on the Game Boy Color, that's quite collectible, and some nice PlayStation games. Some Mario titles, Luigi controller, all sorts in there. More Mario stuff, and some GameCube games at the back, and some more Game Boy. Some consoles, SPs there as well. And next coming along, we've got a little Zelda section with a Zelda watch. You certainly don't see those very often, and they're a lovely collectible item. Some NES, Super Nintendo, and Game & Watch, and a Double Dragon handheld watch as well, so you can play Double Dragon while you're waiting for the bus. And we're not finished yet. Here's some collectible Mega Drive stuff, and some Saturn games, some Master System games there that run on the card, and there's a Pokemon section for those that are into Pokemon. All sorts there, probably all the games, if not most of them. Here's some more toys and figures. A lot of these are from Japan. And some plush toys for people that collect those. Over here we've got all sorts of box games, and most of these are for the Amiga. There's some PC titles as well. Xbox as well on some shelving. And a stack of PS2 games for anyone that's collecting for that. And over right by the till, they've got their own barcade. Well, thanks very much for watching this tour of Sore Thumb Retro Games up in York. Do go and check them out if you're anywhere near the area. It's well worth a visit. Really good store, really friendly guys in there, and big thank you to them for letting me do all the filming that I did. Make sure you head over to the Sore Thumb Retro Games Facebook page. They've got all sorts of stuff in there, loads of great pictures, and go and give them a like. The link to the Facebook page is found in the description. Now, I hope you didn't think I would go all that way and not come back with anything. So, picked up some games. These are all for Colin. because he's gone a bit Game Gear crazy. First up, Castle of Illusion, boxed on the Game Gear. Great game. Surprised he didn't have that one, to be honest. But anyway, next up we've got a bit more of a collector's item. Outrun, again on the Game Gear. Lovely condition. That was 20 quid. And Castle of Illusion was 8. So not bad as well for a box game. And next up, Lemmings, again on the Game Gear. It's a good condition box game. That was £8 as well. And myself, I don't have it here, but I picked up the N64 memory card. It was a nice, good condition boxed for 10 quid. So I thought, yeah, I could always do one of those, and bought it. But that's it. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, you can check us out on Twitter at Let's Talk Retro, and also on Instagram. And thanks for watching. Keep it retro.